Josh Neal from East Moline, Illinois. I train with Militich Fighting Systems, and I do this because I want to be the best I can be. Last time it didn't go as planned, I got injured, you popped your popcorn a little premature, but this time bring extra butter because it's gonna be a treat.
Name's Matt Pemble, originally from Canton. I live in Knoxville, Illinois now. Said I love the sport. I like all that. I got something to prove to myself.
I know that from his last fight, and me having a good stand-up, he's probably not gonna want to stand up, so he's not gonna get me down. He's gonna have to realize that it's either gonna be standing, and then if he can't take it, he's done for.
I mean, I'm gonna stand up with him and just keep going. And if he takes it to the ground, then I'm gonna go to the ground and just keep giving it my all.
Train hard, man. Train hard, train real hard, because I'm gonna come full throttle at you. So I hope you're ready. I hope you can stand in there longer.
I better sit back and have my popcorn because he's gonna bring a show. Well, I'm gonna go the duration of it, so I'm gonna be respectful. But once that cage door's shut, it's not about the fans. It's not about anything. It's just about me and him, my obstacle, and I'm just gonna get it done.
Expect entertainment. Expect me to come out there and fight 100%. No matter what, I'm always gonna go out there and I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go for the win. And so let's just get to it.
Making his way to the cage is Matt the Priest Pemble with a record of 0-1, fighting out of Knoxville, Illinois. Independent fighter, so no team, pluses and negatives to that, definitely. What do you think about that?
I can dig being an independent fighter. That means you're just in the basement, punching walls, kicking laundry baskets. That's the type of thing that I would be doing. But, if you go into it like that, like you said, there could be positives and negatives. I would think that one of the positives would be that you could go and train whenever you want to train. If you feel like training at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can do that. If you feel like training at 7 o'clock at night, you can do that. One of the negatives, I would think, is not having that group of support behind you, not necessarily getting that training and the teaching and the support of having a full-fledged team behind you.
Exactly. He's got David Harris, Bob Long, and also in his corner tonight, so obviously those are two big names around here, and so he's got a little bit of help, but it's going to be real curious. 0-1, he's tasted defeat, and so it's going to be interesting to see how he bounces back from that today, and I know he wants that win on his record, so we'll see what happens. Making his way to the cage, making his debut is Josh Neal, fighting out of Militich Fighting Systems in East Moline, Illinois. And I can tell you, I personally know this guy. I've talked to him a lot of times, and he has been chomping at the bit to get his fight here at ECR. He got injured in September, and man, talk about waiting a long time to get your first. He was ready to training before that, so he's almost been training for over half a year.
Right, and we've been doing this for a little bit of time, and there's been a little bit of buzz about this guy building, so I'm really interested to see what he comes out with, and if he's able to live up to some of the hype.
Yeah, strong too, big. I'm going to be real curious about his ground game. Had a chance to roll with him a few times, and real strong, and I can't see him not going for a takedown and really just laying his weight down on him and kind of out-muscling his opponent.
Yeah, so. He said that he used to be a football player, so he was going to look to try to exploit some of the things that he was able to learn while he played football and bring it to the cage.
And also we're going to see, as I said, it's his debut coming out of Militich Fighting Systems, being a younger guy too. He's had great guidance from them, and as soon as the first minute's over, those jitters are going to be gone, and hopefully he sits right in and starts doing a good fight.
Congratulations, Military Fighting Systems. Joining us from East Moline, Illinois, Josh Neal.
Mike Smith, our referee for our 7th fight of the night between Matt Pemble in the white shorts and Josh Neal in the black Hayabusa.
Neal has a lot of support for the crowd and has a little bit of swagger about him too, you can tell.
And Neal waved off the slapping of the hands early on too, so just ready to get into it. Good feints early too by Neal. Let his hands go really, then a few uppercuts, good knee, pushes off and gets right back in the center. So not really wanting to tie up with Pemble.
Pemble definitely looking to close the gap with Neal too.
Neither one really afraid to throw right now. Pemble switches and gets Neal's back, and Neal does a great job of twisting and turning around himself. Great job again from Neal, turning around and pushing Pemble's back up. He needs to push off a little bit and let his hands go. Trying to get that underhook right there and push off a little bit as Pemble tries to get the underhooks.
Neal going for some knees to the inner thigh.
Right there's the underhook, and he's going to turn Neal around again. Exudes a lot of energy when they do that. Neal gets out of harm's way and back to the middle of the cage. For a spinning kick too, and really mixing it up. Excited to get out here in his first fight, and just really trying to get his lay of the land and his feet wet and see what works and what doesn't. Good jab, lands across right after it too, so good run-through combination and another kick.
He's going for it, but he doesn't look to be like, overly aggressive. Like some people come in the first fight and they're just, going crazy, but he doesn't seem to be doing that. He's taking his chances and going for shots, but he doesn't seem to be overly aggressive or doing some things that would make him, leave himself wide open for a shot.
Yeah, and great to see too from a debut fighter too that they're not really throwing it all out there their first round, saving some for the latter rounds.
Yeah, one of the big things that Pemble focused on before when I spoke with him earlier was that he wanted to keep the distance close, and that's exactly what he's doing. So it's kind of cool to see fighters who come in with a strategy and are able to impose that strategy on their opponent.
Right, extremely tough to do, like we talked about earlier. You have a game plan, but Josh really getting some hands off right there and charges from Pemble right back to the other side of the cage. Neal really looking, gets him out quick and really looking to end this fight. There we go, there you have it. His debut fight. Make his record to 1-0.
That's how you go 1-0.
Huge shots landed down, and once you land those, I mean, it's tough to throw somebody off you like that.
Right. And especially, coming in first fight, having all that energy, and he was willing to let his hands fly at the end, and it paid off for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Mike Smith has called us out for this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by TKO, Josh Neal.
There you have it, Josh Neal improving his record to 1-0 out of Militich Fighting System, getting his